not getting into
So can they see my feet?
I have no idea. I think they can.
Let me see.
I'm like, I have no idea. As long as they can't see my toes, because they're crusty. Okay, let's do the intro. Let's go. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2,
What up?
3. Oh my god, that's not what I was going for. Hello, Stalkers! Welcome back to W.A.M. W.A.M. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're in a completely different background because guess whose room we're in Flagstaff? What? So you guys, again, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be filming more of the Ask W.A.M.
NAU
Q&A. And we got some really good questions, obviously,
from you guys
from our last video, which is awesome. The first one is from Mercedes Pablo. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, that sounds right. And it says, I'd like to know more about the buses. I plan to transfer to NAU. Love your videos. Thank you. We love you. Bless up.
No, honestly, this was like the one thing I was afraid about was the buses. I tried to make my boyfriend ride the buses with me for like the first couple days and he wouldn't, but it's okay.
He's all figured out.
But really, honestly, it's like the easiest thing to figure out.
It's really easy. So we'll start off with saying that there's 3 buses that go through campus. So there's gonna be Louis Line, Rapid Ride, and then Mountain Link, which is the city bus.
Yeah.
So the city buses are blue, and those ones stand out the most. They're the biggest buses, and they're like bright, like
They
sky
have a huge
blue.
mountain lion on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't miss them.
You can't miss them. And those ones don't come through campus as much as Louis or Rapid do, because Louis and Rapid are meant for NAU.
Correct.
So there's gonna be Louis, gonna start at the Dome.
It's gonna go down to McConnell, and then
It wraps around SBS.
Yeah.
Well, Forestry,
Forestry,
South Commuter,
South Commuter,
SBS,
and then it's
It
gonna
goes
go up
up.
to Gabaldon.
Then the bookstore.
Then
Riley.
Oh yeah.
Then the bookstore.
I always forget about Riley. Sorry. Riley.
Sorry.
And then sorry.
You're irrelevant. No, I'm just kidding.
And so Riley, bookstore, and then biology, and then it comes back around.
And goes back the same way.
And it goes back that same way, takes you all the way back up to the Dome. It literally goes in like a straight line when you think about it. Like, I wish we had a picture of like the campus.
I looked online and there aren't any like maps.
So you can take a picture of my Rider app. It shows all.
Do you want to show them the app?
Because that's going to be such a big
Yeah,
help
it
too,
really
is the Rider
helps.
app.
It's called Rider, and it's on the App Store, and it's free, so you don't have to pay for it.
So we'll go ahead and put like a picture of like what the app looks like. We'll like insert it somewhere up here for you guys.
On Rider, the green route is Louis Line, and the yellow route is Rapid Ride. And don't make this. So when I came here, I thought that Louis and Rapid ran the same route and Rapid was just faster, but that's not true. The name is very deceiving. It takes 2 completely different routes. So Louis Line, it picks like down around South Campus, it's kind of the same, but once Louis gets to like the very front, like kind of by, well, if you go here, but by Target and the light, Louis takes a right at the light and Rapid keeps going. So it just takes, it's not that Rapid's faster or anything, it just takes 2 completely separate routes depending on where you want to go.
Rapid makes less stops than Louis, so I think that's where they get the name, but like Sabrina said, don't get confused and think that it's like the same route but quicker. It's technically quicker because it has like 5 stops versus like 8.
Yeah, but also there's less Rapids on campus than there are at Louis, which is really sucky because if you're trying to get to like geology or communications or to the teaching building or the library or anything like that, it's like hard to get there from SBS because they're all like Louis coming through.
Yeah.
But you'll eventually find one, and having the Rider app actually really
is
because
it tells you, it shows you like I go on every morning like when I leave my place to make sure like to see when the buses are coming, so it shows every single stop and you can click on every single stop and it'll tell you how long until a Louis is gonna show up or a Rapid's gonna show up. So it'll say like a Rapid will show up in this stop in about 2 minutes, and then you can see all of the buses like running around, so you can see how close the bus is to your stop, and that way you can kind of plan, because in the morning I have an 8 a.m. class and Rapid doesn't start running till 8. So I have to be in the bus at 7:30. So what I have to do is Rapid is like on the way to the education building where I have to go. So I have to like compensate. I have to take a Louis up to like the biological building, and then I have to just walk across. So you have to like, I mean, you're still gonna get to where you need to go on each bus. It just, one's more convenient than the other.
Yeah.
Rapid, just for caution, stops at 6:30.
Oh yeah.
And Louis and Mountain Link go much later. Like Louis goes till like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
But Rapid stops at 6:30. Like it's done at 6:30.
And then Louis and Mountain Link, they both vary on different days. Like it changes like almost every day.
So just check the rider app.
Yeah. So always check rider and then see when they are done for the day.
And don't be afraid, because sometimes it happens to me a lot during like my noon classes, because that's when everyone has classes. Like my 8 a.m. class, not very many people have 8 a.m. So
Right.
the buses are always empty pretty much. But when you get to like the noon classes, like the middle of the day when everybody is at least going somewhere, it gets really, really busy. And don't be afraid. You might have to stand. So they have like the seats, and then you can stand and you have to hold the rail. I've had to do that at least twice now, and as long as you brace yourself, because some of the bus drivers fly.
Some of them are
crazy.
But as long as you like brace yourself and do that, don't be afraid to stand, because a lot of people have to do it.
And I always, the way I stand too, I think it helps. I don't know if it's just me, but I stand with one foot like behind and one foot in front.
And that's what I do.
So then it balances it
bend
out.
your knees a little?
And I bend my knees a little bit, and then I hold like this, and then
And I make sure I'm not on my phone. I look out the window so I see when like a stop sign is coming, so then I know like they're gonna frickin' brake.
Yeah.
I hope that answered like your questions for the buses. Like let us know if like you wanted something specific, but I think that's a pretty good coverage of
If you just get on
buses.
one, you'll get off somewhere, and then as long as you have like a map of the campus, you can get to where you need to go. It's not like you're gonna drive it to freaking BFE and not be able to ever return. Like you can figure it out. It's pretty easy.
All right, so our next comment comes from, okay, so it's like SAJ6776. It says, first off, you guys are pretty much the only NAU channel, which is beyond helpful, and you're super funny and pretty much goals overall.
Bless you,
Thank you.
child.
I was just wondering if I submitted my application on December 10th, is that considered early-ish? So,
No.
so we'll be, like, I'll be straight up, like, it's not necessarily, like, super early, but it's earlier than, like, when I submitted mine, because I submitted mine when I was, it was probably March or, like, February or something like that, so it was earlier than, like, when I did it, but, like, I know people who submit applications in, like, August, or, like, September, so
That's
it's,
when
like,
I had friends do it.
Yeah, so it's, like, it just really depends, like, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's early, but it's, like, earlier than some people, like, you know?
You're better off than Katie was.
Yeah, for, like, housing and whatnot.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to know what to expect with my options on picking a dorm.
McConnell will be open.
We rep McConnell, like, so hard just because we
love
live there.
McConnell.
It was so fun. I loved McConnell. Mainly because...
But it will be open.
Yeah, McConnell will be
worry.
open. Don't even worry about it. So if you're trying to live on South Campus, you're more than welcome to.
That's where all the cool people live, so.
It's a fun
It's
dorm.
the south side.
If
It's
you
lit.
are like, you really value like quiet and like study time and like people like, that's not McConnell. So, but if you're like want to meet new people, like if you just sit in your room, you'll just like walk down the hallway and you'll just hear music from everyone's room, and everyone's door will be open.
Everyone's bumping.
Everyone's
And then
bumping.
like you'll just like run into people and they'll be like, hey, come to my room, and then you just, it's like very, very not
Chill.
it's chill. Like everyone's just like, hey, what's up? And so, but if you're like, oh, I need like 24-hour quiet study, like
That's
don't
not McConnell.
do that.
Go to Cowden or
Go to
Tinsley
Cowden.
or whatever the heck the 24-hour quiet dorm is.
The housing, like they'll ask you about your roommate, like what you want, and so they'll just ask you like, what time do you usually go to bed?
Are you clean?
Yeah, like how would it like
That's very
tidiness,
important. Be honest.
Yeah, be honest about it.
because you might get a dirty roommate, and that's not cool. Because I know a lot of people who have been stuck with roommates who are very uncleanly.
Correct.
Uncleanly.
Is that a word?
It's a WAM word.
Is that a word?
I don't think so.
Oh. research dorms. Like go on the NAU website and like look at and see, like there's certain things, like I know like Wilson Halls and Central Campus, and they have like a wiffle ball tournament every year, so some people like really want to be a part of that. So just go on and like just look up like different places and look up all your options and see if like this is closest to where like you, if you want to be in Central Campus, if you want to be in North Campus, like depending on like your preferences, just like look it up.
Exactly. And all of that is located on the NAU website itself. If you go into the NAU website and you look up housing, there should be like a little option that you can click on. Housing, all the dorms are located.
We will link it down below.
Yeah, we'll
to
link it
make
down below
easier.
for you. So then the next one is in the housing portal, when you're trying to pick a roommate, what questions do you guys suggest asking? I absolutely love this question.
Great question.
When you're trying to pick a roommate. So I don't really have this much experience with it because I was just kind of like thrown into like trying to find a roommate last minute. So I didn't really ask a lot of questions. It was more of like, hey, I'm looking for a roommate. Hope you're looking for a roommate too. Like, let me know if you're trying to room together. The housing portal is really weird because you don't get to see anybody's like names. They're all numbers. And it's not even like their number, like their phone number. It's just like a random thing. It was like 1972564, like something like that is like requested to like match with you or whatever it is. It's kind of like Tinder, but like weird. But I would suggest asking kind of like just like overall
lifestyle questions.
Yeah, just kind of like what kind of music do you listen to, or
I would ask if they were gonna rush. I would ask if they're planning on rushing for a sorority. If you're interested in rushing for a sorority, I think it's good, that you room with them. Or if you're really against sororities, do not room with someone that plans on rushing. Like, it's just gonna cause all sorts of conflict. If you don't care, then you don't care and don't ask. But if that is something that matters to you, like you really want to be with another sorority or fraternity person, ask them. There's nothing wrong with asking.
Also, ask if they go to a lot of parties, if they drink, if they plan on keeping alcohol in their room, like,
because you don't want that.
Because you don't want that either. Like, and it's like, and if you don't care, then whatever. But
it doesn't matter if they drink, but if they plan on keeping alcohol in the room, that's a mistake.
That's a red flag.
If they find alcohol and if they find their alcohol in your guys' room, you're in trouble too.
It's you.
Both of you get in trouble
because you didn't report it.
Right. Exactly. So
just ask the questions that are important to you. Like if you are really like, oh my gosh, I need to know if this person, what time this person usually goes to bed. Like then ask me like, hey, like are you like a night owl or are you like an early riser?
Right.
Like, and I think like giving your Instagram or Facebook is because you can see their face, you can see what they're like. Because someone on social media says a lot about them. So I think it's good putting that out there and being like, hey,
check
like
their Twitter.
Just
check their Twitter.
That's the real shit right there.
That's
check their Twitter.
Real. If I was gonna ask questions, I'd say, do you like Disneyland?
Yes.
Do you like Disney movies? Would you be offended if I was playing Aladdin every night?
That's a good
you know
question.
What I mean?
And my question would be, are you okay with me having really loud ass friends? Because it's about to happen.
Oh my god. Mine would be, do you have a boyfriend? Do you plan on having your boyfriend
that
over
is
all the time?
such a good question. Anyways, ask what you think you need to ask.
Yeah, whatever is important to you.
For example, problems you ran into later in the year that you wish you would have thought about when picking a roommate. That was what we were kind of talking about. Was
that's
like,
kind of what we talked about.
Just like making sure that you're compatible with them is just like important.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be best friends, but just make sure that you can like tolerate living with that person for a year.
Yes.
Or 10 months. Or whatever.
Yeah. Lastly, sorry it's a lot. Don't apologize. We love questions. How do you guys feel about the RLC? So the RLC is the
Resident Learning Community.
Resident Learning Community. So what it is you guys, once you pick a major, you get roomed with somebody who's the same major as you, so then you guys have the same classes together, and then I guess it's just supposed to help you like build connections and whatnot.
Just because like from what I've heard, like because my boyfriend's in the business RLC, and you also don't get to choose where you live. And so he wanted to live in Wilson, but he got put in McConnell because McConnell is where the business RLC was, or is the semester, I guess. And so it's your whole like, not your whole floor, but like your whole section. So like everyone who like your neighbors down the hallway and stuff, they're all business majors, or they're all education majors, or all whatever major you decide to pick. And so like you can still like it's nice because you're with your roommate a lot, but you're also with the people down the hall. So if you have a friend who's like 2 doors down, who's like, you can hang out with them a lot or something like that. So it's not just your like your one roommate. You can hang out with everybody on the floor. And he really likes it because like doing business and stuff, or do whatever major you do, is like you get those really hard classes that you're like, I need help. And so you can just go down there and they have like tutoring sessions or study sessions, and you can just hop in one and and especially like if that's like how you learn best, like when you're with other people and you're like if you love like study groups and stuff like that, that's really nice because it's kind of like a built-in study group because you know everyone has like the same class. But if you really want to like pick where you live, like if you are so set on wanting to live in a certain hall,
and then you have the option to do so,
yeah,
then don't pick
the RLC because they're gonna put you wherever that RLC is housing for that year.
Right. Exactly.
But if that's something that sounds good to you, do it. Like, don't take our word. You know, like
we didn't do it, so we don't know. But like, thanks so much. This channel saved my life. This comment, first of all, can we just take?
Yeah, your comment was like, we were sitting here at like 1 a.m. reading it, and I was like, read this.
I was like editing a video.
Right
I was editing a video, and then Morgan literally just like hits me. We're like in a study room. She's like, "You need to read this comment like right now." Because
I was like grinning.
It was so freaking nice, and like I just love getting comments like that.
Yeah, Morgan screenshotted it and sent it to me at like 2 a.m. And I didn't see it because I was sleeping, so I like woke up and I was like, wow.
I know. It was
like night.
Yeah,
like.
It was awesome. So thank you again so much for like your comment. So those are like the only questions that we really got asked for this one. And again, if you guys have any more questions that you guys need to ask, literally you guys can ask us anything and we will make a video about it, or we will comment back to you and let you know our opinion or like what we can do like to help you. Like we're trying to help you guys.
And if you see us like around, if you end up coming here, please say hi.
Like, I know.
Don't stand there awkwardly and be like, I think I know them, but I don't. Like, just say
because
hi.
or else if you like look at us awkwardly, I'm gonna think that you're like
Judging me.
Yeah, that you're talking
me,
smack. Like
and I'm gonna get like really insecure.
I know.
And if you like,
anyways, yeah, do say hi to us. We
love it.
When I first got said hi to, I didn't like it, but now I like it. I do like when people come up and say hi to me now.
No one said hi to me, but
yeah,
I'm probably gonna be really freaked out at first.
I know,
just because I don't do well with confrontation. So
I'll probably be like, no, I don't. Just kidding. Yeah, I do.
You're
But
like, actually, you know what? I take that back. Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah.
I'm guilty. Guilty
as charged.
But anyways, thank you guys again so much for the support and for all the love and for watching our videos. We really, really appreciate it. And again, we will be back with more videos, more vlogs, all that jazz. And thank you guys so much, and we hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys got your questions answered. Hopefully this was helpful. But we will see you guys on our next video. Okay, bye!
Bye!
And cut! Cut! Cut!
Love to chop.
Love to jump!
oh no.
Let's see.
No,
We'll
the
give it a
sun!
minute. It'll come back.
Come back!
It's coming back.
It's coming back!
Here comes
Yes.
the sun.
Do-do-do-do.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Did you see the fear?
Jesus.
It's my suite mate's room, and then we just share a bathroom. So like I don't really have to worry about that because like I'm not making a noise, but
It's just fine. It's just my arm. Your arm's like there. I'm like, hi.
Oh my god, it got dark again.
It got so dark.
Hold on. I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
It's
that
dark,
fall?
dark.
Yeah, the fall.
Oh, I was like, I don't even know what that is.
I was gonna do the Phantom of the Opera one, but
Oh,
it didn't
my
work.
shit. Some of the opera rising. I was really low.
Inside my
Oh.
You good, Morgan?
Yeah, I'm dead.